Oh, look at anxiety. Not gonna be a problem. I'm going to tear you apart, anxiety. You hold no sway over my emotions, nor my mental state. I am conquering anxiety now. If only it were this easy. Alright. I have to be honest. I have to be completely honest, because after all of that, it is really getting hard mentally to continue with this game. And understand, it's not because I don't like this game. I do. But it's an emotional and mental strain, and I guess maybe that is intentional. I mean, I know I've talked about this before. The fact of, like, how well that the story itself has developed and making us feel for these characters, getting us so involved with the stories that we are, you know, uh, secondhand or vicariously, yes, vicariously, that's the word I'm thinking of, vicariously experiencing all of the stress and drain and strain that these loops are doing. Because of the fact is that we're so close, just so damn freaking close. I really want to believe that we are to getting things done, because just with the end of the last loop, even so, it's clicked to me now, or at least this is indeed my theory, is that if we are correct in assuming that Siffrin is subconsciously controlling when they loop due to, like, emotional stress or strain, then what is happening as well then, why we are looping right at the very end, is because, like they like they thought to themselves is that they could do this forever. Not necessarily, not a scary thing at all to really consider. Yeah, that's other people's lives in the world are, like, held in the hands of, like, this person who can't get over their trauma. Yeah. Or it is more or less the fact as well is that they don't want to be alone. They don't want to go back to being alone, because now at this point we consider our friends family, and they don't want to separate from them, because once we get to the end, that means that this is over. They're not going to continue journeying together. Everyone is going to leave, go back to their respective towns or countries, and live their own lives. Siffrin does not have that anymore. Whether they're honestly from the country that has disappeared, or if they're from the stars and have no home anymore, they have nothing. All they have are these people here. And if they lose them, that's it. They're back on their own. What are they supposed to do then? Go back to wandering just on their own? Something that's... it's not necessarily meaningless, because, listen, on this point here is that I definitely empathize with Siffrin, because I myself, I'm the type of person who, anyone that I consider family, or close friends, I don't want to let them go. Trying not to get too parasocial with this, but just to give my experience is that the people that I've considered my true friends are few. And it's not because that I haven't had people that I'm friendly with or not. It's more or less that the fact that the people that I've had a chance to get actually close to have been few and far between. Everyone else that I am friendly with is that, sure, definitely be friendly, and I'll treat you as like any other person, really. So I'll be sociable. I'll try to make you laugh. I'll make you smile. That's the kind of person that I am. But anyone that I would consider to easily say friend, that's few. And really, even just about a year ago now, my own found family I've had to say goodbye to, because we've all now gone our separate ways. And that's the thing about it, is that even with friends, even with family, you cannot keep them together forever, because everyone is their own individual person. You can't just stay tied to each other in physical proximity the entire time. Otherwise, you limit who they are. You limit who they can be. You limit how they can change. And this is what's happening now. Siffrin is keeping his family together because he doesn't want to change. He doesn't want to go back to being alone. But the thing is as well is that just because you go back to being alone does not mean it's exactly the same now, because now, even though people are no longer in physical proximity to you, you still carry them with you. And just, I suppose, the idea of knowing that there are people out there who feel for you, who know who you are, and accept you for how you are, and want what's best for you, even if it's not best for them. That's a comforting thought to take with you once you go back to being on your own. And how can we get Siffrin to learn this? That's the thing. I'm not entirely sure. And I'm not even sure if that is the developer's point or what we're aiming to get at. All I know is right now, as far as gameplay is concerned, trying to develop things, we still have 2 more things concerning the articles on the first floor to figure out to ask the king. Are they going to be key to getting Siffrin to remember where they're from and who they are? I'm hoping so, because it seemed the last time we talked with the king, we were starting to make a little bit more progress. And even then on the last loop is that we had the incident, is that we learned about the incident involving the croissant and the silver piece that they carry. So, there's not much more I think I can really say on it. Best thing to do now is to start again. The only place we're actually going to try to actually get any sort of, like, clarity, any sort of further developments is with Loop, and we're going to have to go straight to them. Siffrin, you're up! Here again. Now, we haven't done the regular option too much. Let me see if there's anything that comes up with that. Hey, Mira. Hey, Siffrin. So, how was your nap? On a scale of 1 to 10. Oh, you know. That bad? I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you'll sleep well tonight. I know how much you value your naps. Oh, wait! I had something I wanted to ask you. I have an idea for tonight. This will be the night before we go fight the king, so I felt like we should make it special somehow. So, I was thinking, how about a sleepover? Let's all eat good food together. Sleep in the same room. Maybe tell stories. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Say the line, Siffrin. That sounds like an amazing idea, Mira. Yeah? Oh, I'm so glad you think so. I was thinking it was a little silly, but if you think it could be fun, then great. I can't wait. This will be delightful. I'm smiling just thinking about it. Her smile still manages to bring your mood back up. You smile back. So, could you let everyone know? And here's something interesting, is that I don't quite remember those lines. Her saying about things of being delightful. I think we tend to just go immediately into the idea of, like, us forgetting things. I don't know, it's been so long since we've actually gone through this portion. I really would appreciate it. Sure. Okay, let me think. Madame Odile should be in the shop buying items. Bonnie should be near the fields to the east, and Isabeau is at the fever tree to the west. We're staying in the clock tower at the east of town, right past the broken bridge, so you can just tell everyone to meet up there later. That was a lot of names and places. Will you remember? You really, really will. Otile's at the shop, Bonnie's the vegetable patch, Isabeau's over at the fever tree. Well, I'll let you do this then. Sounds like you remember. You really, really do. Okay, see you at the clock tower later then. Oh, and she doesn't give us a list? I'll be near the library if you need me. Come talk to me whenever. Oh, and don't forget to check the change god statue too. For good luck. You tell Mirabelle about the carrot method so she can learn that one skill. Wait, how did you know about... And wink. Okay. Mirabel learned the craft skill Adorable Moving Shield again. You watch her go. With that, let's head back over to the favorite tree. Talk to Loop. Isabeau's here, probably pondering what favor to ask the tree. Let's not rush him off.
Okay, Sif, woke up on the wrong side of the bed? I get it. Anyway, I was just looking at the favorite tree. Isn't this tree cool?
Cute joke. Yeah, it is.
Glad you agree.
One could say it's a pretty...
Uh-huh.
Tremendous tree.
Yeah, yes!
You both laugh. You wait for him to touch you. You're beginning to think he never will. You look at his hand coming closer. Closer. As expected, his hand stops above your shoulder.
That was funny. I'm gonna go soon, so you can do your thing with the tree, but you want to talk before I go?
Clock tower? Sleepover?
Huh? A sleepover? Crap, yeah. Doesn't the clock tower only have 3 beds, though? I'm guessing Bonbon and Mira will share, and Madame Odile will take her own. Which means we'll share beds again, Sif. I got dibs on the left side.
Sure.
Yay! Please, try not to hug the covers this time. It's getting cold at night.
Anything new? Nope.
Okay. I'll be going now. I'll see you at the clock tower later.
Hi, Stardust. Are you calling your party family members now? You know this sounds really awkward, right?
You're awkward.
Oh! Oh, somehow this one seems to have hit home. You feel a little bad. Anyway, how can I help you on this wonderful new loop? So, what should I do next? You're doing so many different things. What do you need help with? Need help on how to? Find out more about the king again. What should I do now? The king says everyone has forgotten something, including himself. Including you. But why would anyone write down what they've forgotten? Why would anyone know its importance if they can't remember? Except, you know, don't you? Something no one can remember. Something other than the stars. You have proof. You just need to go and find it again. You don't want to have to open that diary again. The diary that's on the 2nd floor, or that's in that secret spot. I think it's the 2nd floor, or it could be the 3rd floor. I mean, we're gonna have to check again. I do remember that it was on, like, the far right side. But you have to. About the king. Nothing actually there. Any other questions? Let's see. About the loops. What should I do now? I don't know if there's anything you can do to find out more about the loops right now. But you do have other things to do, don't you? You still have to find out more about the king, after all. You can go back to your loop quest after you're done with this, don't you think? Alright, that's a cue there. About the loops, nothing there. Let's see. Never mind. Let's talk about something. Sure, what do you want to talk about? So, are you a star? No. Of course not. Stars don't talk, dummy. Your face. No, I'm not a star. I'm more like a mirror. It's more fun to reflect. Being the real thing would be tiring. Interesting. Question about Mirabel's statue. Huh? Oh, the change-god statue where you get the key knife. I didn't know your housemaiden made it. Explains why it looks so bad. It's true, sadly. I don't know much about the change belief, but maybe if you looked at a bunch of statues in the house, you might learn something about them. Questions. Actually, nah. See, does seem suspicious. Been seeing myself in the house if there's anything else to know about that. Yourself? Like how? You tell Loop about how you saw yourself walking around the house a few times. An image of yourself walking around the house. Maybe they're reflections? Remnants of your past loops? I wouldn't know. Remnants? Odal uses the same word to describe the sadnesses. Could it be a sadness? You see a copy of yourself walking around and you assume it's a sadness. Are you sad, Stardust? I'm gonna go ahead and say they're linked to your loops. If they are, you might see them more and more as you loop through time. Okay, it's interesting. It's interesting that Loop uses the word reflections then when they just describe themselves as a reflection. I think before, and this was quite a long while ago, one of the things that we could have suggested what Loop was ourself. That was one of the options, but we did not choose that, I'm pretty sure. Just interesting thing to consider. I guess to keep in mind. I guess nothing else. Guess nothing else then. See you later, Stardust. You gently wave you goodbye. You give them a nod and walk away. So then, with all of that information, I think it's best that we just go around and start looping, checking the Change God statues, and then we go back to the first floor. We can check the article again, find out something new. Hopefully we can do it more than once. That was something that I realized that I did not consider, that I could possibly check the article more than once and figure out something else about them to ask the king then. Excuse me. And then there's also finding the diary again, which... I want to say it's the second floor. Wait, no. No, I remember now. Okay, I remember. Alright, so it is on the third floor because we find it in the... Excuse me, I'm sorry. We find it in the secret room that has that drawer that has all of those items in that, we act as like, oh yeah, this is a great thing that we did here. Even though Odal had thought it's like, oh, well, this looks like it's going to lead us to nowhere. So, this time around, I'm actually going to try and take advantage of the loop system because, my god, I'm pretty sure it's taken me too long to actually get as far as we have in this game. Plus my loop count is, I guess is low? I honestly don't know if that's low, if 23 loops right now is low or not. But to speed things along, since we have the final abilities saved already with all the save points, I'm going to go ahead and use the loop system so we don't have to worry about going back through all of those again. So, hey, guess what? Banana time! The banana peel is there. Step closer. Yes, you decide to step closer. Here we go. And we break our neck. You're a living comedy sketch. So first, alright, we have more than enough memories to actually take advantage of the keys. That'll help us out. That should help speed things along. So, 478 memories. Use 10 memories to loop forwards to floor 1 with all doors open. Yes. You what? Loop 25. You feel like you forgot something. What were you doing during your last loop? Wait, what? Must not have been important. Wait, what? Hold on a second. Crafts. Let me see. Oh no. No? Well. That's unfortunate. So that's what they're referring to. Even though we looped to the point where we know their crafts are supposed to have been saved, these are special condition crafts in which they actually still won't be saved. So, that's wonderful. I mean, we can get by without them, and perhaps this loop is not going to be what's necessary to finish things up. And besides, I don't think we can actually truly finish the game without having those on there. So let's make sure Siffrin is equipped with the garden scissors. We're gonna have to play dumb, of course, and not go super fast with our battles. I think everyone is... Let's see, everyone right now... Alright, nope, not the wrong one. Crafts... Nope. Equip. That's what I want to see. No. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, well, I'm seeing their levels right there. So, they're 47. So it should be fine. Nope. Stay away! Away! How dare you! We'll make quick work of this. You managed to beat the king earlier. Oh no. Oh no, no. Here comes another level up. You feel stronger, gain a lot of XP. Okay, that's great. Done heal. Pretty buffy. Smash it away. XP double for everyone else. That's right, because we still have the family, memory of family on. Over here, then it's in the middle of the room. There we go. Run away! Run away from the sadness! Should be this one here. Some papers. They seem to be various newspaper articles about the king. You take a step forward. Oh! So many articles about the king! His conquest was slow enough that the Vaugardian press had time to write about him. I remember that. But there's no one to write to them now. You all start reading random articles.
This article's about his slow march to Dormont's house.
This one is about him probably being from another country than Vaugarde. He really isn't Vaugardian, then? Oh, apparently not.
This article says there's no record of him anywhere, up until he appeared out of thin air sometime in his adulthood. It's like he lived in the city of Corbeau a few years before he became the king.
So he was a traveler? Like Finn and Dial? Please, don't compare us to him, thank you.
Oh! This article is about his fashion sense.
Huh? From what I've heard, he does have a very distinctive hairstyle.
Well, this article is more about his armor, actually. They even include a sketch. Look.
Well, it's very... shiny? I suppose.
Very imposing.
So we already did the patterns. Well, we just go straight in order then. His crown. That is a very tall crown.
Very king-like.
Alright, absolutely nothing from that. Can we look at it again, please? Seem to be very covered with king. Oh, great. So it is once a loop. That's well, okay. That's fine. Okay. Alright, time to find a tear. Oh, tears. Where are you, tears? Are there tears? There's gotta be tears somewhere. There were tears on the other side of the house, I remember that. Oh, look at anxiety. Not gonna be a problem. I'm going to tear you apart, anxiety. You hold no sway over my emotions, nor my mental state. I now have healthy, mental stability because I can tear you apart. That's right. I am conquering anxiety now. If only it were this easy. Siffrin is now 82. Yay. Run away from that sadness, from the sadness. We're gonna get to the other side of the floor so we can get on a tier and then loop back here again. Alright, her way. And it doesn't help that we keep getting slowed down by these stupid sadnesses. Let's see. Odile isn't fully healed up, so just do that. Oh, the gun heal actually ups attack. I did not realize that. Anyway, Johnny around. And smash it. Smash away. I said smash away. Oh, by the way, smash the like button, please. Thank you. And subscribe. Nope. Try to avoid the sadnesses. Nope. Stay away, sadnesses! For the sake of mental stability, we will avoid sadnesses. And time. So slippery we are. Away. To your time.
You know, usually I'd be worried about this, but Sif doesn't seem worried at all.
You smile at Isabeau. The tear floats gently. Touch it. You had a good sleep. Start again. With all keys, 5 loops, 5 memories. Wait, 28? 28? That can't be right. No! That... Oh my freaking god. Okay. Hey, Editor Alms, make sure that you actually note up here, like, put up, like, in the corner, like, I guess maybe, like, somewhere up here, really. So, put again what the number of loops was when we first looped back to this floor, and then show again, like, what number of loops, okay? Therefore, is that... Because I am calling BS. I'm calling BS on, like, the actual number of loops going on here. I think they're throwing things off here. You wake up. You dreamt about crying into nothing. About someone crying into nothing. Wait, whose voice was it? Interesting. Are we learning new stuff about the void each time then we're looping? Because that's certainly, that is a unique thing that we've experienced. Nope, running away. Could it be that we were hearing the king crying? Oh, hold on just a second. Let's just take care of this quickly. Please don't kill them immediately by doing 2 cleaver. Okay, at least one of them's gone. Boing! There we go. Away. Okay, so let's go through this again. I'm just gonna press the A button. I'm not gonna voice it because I already just did it, like, less than 5 minutes ago. Apparently not. I'm just trying not to skip through things, even though we're looping. Okay, about his fashion sense. It's very shiny. Very imposing. Okay, here we are. His shoulder parts. A pauldron's Sifrin. They're so big!
The pauldrons are big, and he is also very big. One pauldron might be bigger than all of us combined.
Pauldron house.
Pauldron house.
Pauldron house! Stop. Wow. Okay. So, we did the right thing the first time? Because, I don't know, Loop made it sound that there were other things that we could have asked the king from this article. Or maybe I'm just assuming. I can't be certain. Oh, good grief. See, there wasn't any articles in here. There was just the candles. That's the Craftonomy book. Let's study of craft. You know this already. I'll stay silent for now, because we already know this.
Aw, I wanted to know my horoscope today.
This place has been frozen for a few months now. I don't think it'd be up to date. You really like that sort of stuff, don't you, Isabeau?
Yes, I do. It's absolutely useless and has no basis in reality. But I like it when some letters tell me I'm gonna have a good day.
You're protectorcraft, aren't you, Isabeau? The people who use it are patient, honest, loyal, and very gullible.
That sure is me.
You're very gullible. Bonnie, you're laughing, but aren't you also using protectorcraft? No! Yes, I do seem to remember this being the case, kiddo. No! It's not the same! I'm not gullible! You like being able to be near them and not have to contribute to the conversation. Being silent and surrounded by people you like is nice. Right, let's grab those bottles there. Some bottles, 2 sour tonics. It's not gonna matter, because we're gonna loop again. Gotta get back over to the other side. My goodness, why are you doing this to me? Going back over. Come on. Let me through. Let me through. Let me in. 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 Let me in.
Stupid sadness.
Running away, running away, running away. We're so fast, you can't catch us, we're so fast. Fast like a wind, whoosh. I am the wind, whoosh. I am the wind, whoosh. Whoosh on the wind. The tear floats gently. The tear froze you in time. Start again. And I do believe it's on the 3rd floor here that we need to go. 15 memories to loop forward to floor 3 with all doors opened. Ew! What? Loop 29. Okay, that one actually is sequential. You wake up. You dreamt about someone crying into nothing. Whose voice was it? Key on the floor. Pick it up. Found the empty key. Keychain taken particularly a mask of some kind. Key pocket. Okay. Now the secret room is over this way. Avoiding sadnesses whilst we can. Secret passage. All into the secret passage.
That's just a hallway.
Somehow, I feel like we're wasting our time. But I suppose we might as well see where it leads. This is the room. This is the room. This should have the diary. This should have that diary. A statue of Vaugarde. It's been destroyed. It's a letter addressed to the writer's mother. You skim through it. Sounds like someone ran away from home and had to reassure their mother they were doing okay.
Drama.
They ran away from home? Why would they do that? Home is where the snacks are.
And also family.
And also family.
You've never ran away from home, Bon Bon? I'll have to take back that cool kid certificate from you.
Anyway, the people who run away from home are the people who don't like their family, maybe.
Sometimes parents can be meanies and someone might just decide to just leave.
Oh, you can run away from home if your parents are meanies? Oh, that's what Neil did, I think.
Neil?
My sister. I think she told me about it once. But I wasn't listening very well because I was sleepy.
Oh?
Oh.
No one really knows how to respond to that.
Huh? What? What? What did I say?
And nothing at all, Boniface. Should we look at something other than old letter?
Okay.
Running away from home. What a weird thing to do. Okay, that's... Alright. Alright, well, unfortunately, that's not it. Okay, I guess it was on the 2nd floor then? Might as well be looking at the figurines of Vaugarde here, so... Nothing to learn about that. Alright, thank you, Garlic Man. Just gonna... make sure you are taken care of. You're at rock bottom. Oh god. That was more than I had thought. Very well. Yep, that's indeed dead. Looking, make sure we go to rooms that have Vaugarde statues. Ah, little loop man here. Torment attacks, ouch. Two cleaver. I'm gonna make sure Isabeau's healed up.
Kabam!
Thank you very much. Even though we don't have the special skills, was there a change statue in here? No, there was not. What about up here? Let's see, that's the mirror room. It's a tier wall. Did not have Vaugarde in here. Okay, so tier froze you in time. Start again from floor 2 then. Wait, no, not like that. 5 memories.
What?
Now I know for sure. I know for sure because the last one was like either loop 28 or 29. Now we're saying at loop 31. You wake up. You dreamt you were eating a rotten apple. Your stomach hurts already. Very odd. Okay, so while we're here, gotta make sure that we look at statues of Vaugarde. Oh, Vaugarde! Dear Vaugarde! We miss you, Vaugarde. We want to know why your statue of, why Mirabelle's statue of you is different, Vaugarde. A statue of Olga. It's been destroyed. Perhaps I have to see several of them in like one loop. A desk. Let's open if you the Christian code, cancel 32. 2, this number. A desk. On his notebook cloud, Mark Superdoes on queries the notebook, do not touch. We already did that. Since we have all the keys here, we're supposed to have. Perhaps it was here, then. No, this is just where the strange sadness was. Let's go down here to the bottom. Was there an ogre statue here? I'm not sure. Alright, I'm just gonna simple attack. Nope. That killed it, so. You suppose now 51. Oh, that is 51. Away. No ogre statue here. Definitely not the room I'm thinking of. So what I'm thinking of then should be in the library. Weird word locks. Open phrase 1, 2, 3. Door's locked. Is that door unlocked? Yes, such a really great password. Open phrase 1, 2, 3. Everyone should use it. There's Ogre. Statue of Ogre. It's been destroyed. Bottom of the table. Kids say yoink. Tonic. To dresser. Something under it. Don't say I'm going to take this. Just left to browse. Some croissants on the table. Want some Frin? You frown. When we first met, didn't you? Feel like one day you just didn't want any to say them. What happened? Did you eat a croissant? Have hair in it? Somebody drew a croissant. Somebody drew a croissant. It was Ispo. Yep, definitely. It's always Ispo. It's always Ispo. Yeah, that's the answer to everything. It's Ispo. No, it just brings back bad memories. Bad memories? Of what? You clench the silver coin in your pocket. You don't answer.
Don't worry, friend. I'll make the best croissant ever, and you won't have to think about the bad memories anymore because the croissant is going to be too good.
Aw. Oh, Bonnie, that's a lovely idea. Isn't Bonnie nice, different? You smile and nod. They are. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and check that, the silver coin. You think about the stars. Nothing. Alright. Nothing new on that end. So it should be over in the library, then what we're thinking of. That's right, we are through there. There's the strange sadness, and my god. Why are you always in our way? Let's not have a repeat of, like, us going completely mad, insane, bonkers and scaring our family. Just make up the time because we're just gonna destroy it if we try to attack it with what we have. Hey, look! This burst is silent and artsy. Ouch! Why'd it hit me? How dare you? Just get folded up and go away. Thank you. Wait, no, right, the classroom. Oh my god, jeez. Wow, well, Alms, okay. You're having just as much memory problems as Sifrin now at this point, so great job. You're not proving very well about, like, good memory and skill, because you messed up where the letter is supposed to be, or the diary is supposed to be. I figured that it was a diary. I remembered it being something personal, so I didn't think that letter would count. In all honesty, that was my thinking. Oh look, we're not exactly doing well, so let's just heal ourselves, physician. And look, this burst is artsy and silent again. So, just go away, be folded up into paper into nothingness. Nope, fine. I'll do the paper Alpha 5 then. Away, 550 experience. So then up here. I'm avoiding the attendant down there because it's gonna have the cutscene for it. Even though we've technically supposed to have already done this since we have all the keys. Oh, here's more Augur statues. Statue of Augur. It's been destroyed. Again, Statue of Augur. It's destroyed. Nope. Look at all the Augur statues. Gotta look at every Augur statue we can find. Do. There's an Augur statue there. Statue of the Augur. It's been destroyed. Now Mirabelle's taking notice. Sifrin, are you curious about the Change God statues, perhaps? I'm just wondering why they're broken. That's the king's doing, isn't it?
There are statues of the Change God, and the king wants to freeze Vaugarde in time, so maybe the king wanted to make a statement. Look how useless your god is. That sort of thing.
But only the faces are destroyed. Normally, you'd destroy the whole statue, right?
The face is important, Dial.
Oh? Yes! So, every statue we've seen so far is made by a different crafter or artist.
It's kind of a cultural thing to craft your own Change God. The Change God is always changing, always different. And we all have our own version of the Change God in our brains.
The Change God is always depicted wearing the same clothes, so they're at least recognizable in that way. But their face is always changing.
I think the Change God has like 1,000 eyes. That's how they can see everything.
I've heard someone say the Change God had sewn their own mouth shut, unable to tell us how to change, and leaving it to us poor humans to figure it out.
I had a dream they had dimples.
And since it's crafted by us, it's supposed to represent our connection to the Change God. The Change God, by their very nature, doesn't interact with humans much.
Except for when they bust Mirabelle.
Yes. But by crafting the Change God's face, we get linked to them in some small way. And some people even get to communicate with the Change God through the statues they made as well. Oh, really?
Nah, not really.
Yes, really! I've met someone who's talked to the Change God when they finished their statue.
Was it in a dream, maybe? Because you know that doesn't count.
Anyway, that's why all the statues are different from one another. Interesting. So it's a cultural tradition to make your own statue. And it's a connection between you and the Change God.
How do you connect with your gods, madame?
We make shrines for our gods, and everyone shares the shrines.
Sharing gods?
Interesting. Now that you know more about the statues and the Change belief, maybe you could check Mirabelle's statue once more. Crumpled poem on the ground, pick it up, got the crumpled poem, put the poem in your pocket and look for souvenirs. The bookcase is full of notebooks of all shapes and size. You look at the sparkly diary. Mirabelle catches you looking. Oh, this one looks fairly recent. Could read a little bit. Like, a tiny bit. You probably should right now. Sure. We do not have time, is what I would usually say, but I also love to think about boring, mundane, everyday problems for a bit.
Dear diary, save us from thinking about our problems.
Now, pick a page.
One page, and then we're going. I'm reading again? Okay. Everyone huddles around her. Mirabelle takes a deep breath and opens it straight in the middle. Okay. Mom told me to clean my room today. I hate cleaning my room. My room isn't even dirty. Why doesn't she understand? Also, Dad noticed no one can say the name of the out of north of here anymore. I tried to say it yesterday, and I got like the weirdest headache for hours. Might trick my friends into saying it tomorrow. The rest is just doodles of a little girl laughing uproariously. Ah, the island north of Vaugarde. I remember when it happened. Well, remember isn't the right word, is it? We all just know something happened. An entire stretch of land disappearing from people's minds doesn't happen often, does it?
I think my village was really close to it. My sister said it was all everyone could talk about for weeks.
That's so frightening. I'm glad that whatever happened, she didn't get caught up in it.
Oh, yeah. Still, that country's name. What was its name again?
Oh, I think it was something like...
Don't say it! Grub!
The name of this country. You try to remember. Remember. Only silence answers you. Is this what the king wanted you to remember? Just remember it. Say it. Make it real. You can't say it. You don't even want to try, but... You turn to Isabeau. But can you try and say it anyway?
Huh? But why? It's just gonna give me a head...
Isabeau looks at you. Something about your expression makes him reconsider.
Well... Sure, Sif. I'll say it. That country's name was was... You know, I had it before, but now I'm actively trying to remember it. Nothing comes to mind?
Huh. Is that so?
You're dumb, Zaw. I know it. It's...
Uh,
Ah! But...
wait. Huh? What's...
Can't remember it either. Yeah? When you asked me, answering you felt automatic, like if you asked me what 1 plus 1 makes. But trying to remember it now is more like...
like calculating 72 times 89?
Nah, that's 6,408. I have a brain and I know how to use it.
What? Isabu!
Nah, it felt more like asking me to remember my first steps. How can I remember that? I can't remember that. How can you expect me to remember that?
What a terrible analogy. But I can't seem to remember it either. When we were talking about it, I could think it clearly, but trying to remember it now, let alone say it, I can't remember the country itself either. I just remember it was an island north of Vaugarde, and it had a different belief than the change belief, didn't it? Something about the sky?
You know.
The universe.
That's right! The universe! Oh, yeah. Like stars and stuff.
We also know that people could remember that country clearly before. And... my head is killing me.
And we know that trying to remember stuff makes our brains hurt.
And let's stop here. It'd be bad to fight the king with a raging migraine.
Yeah. Sorry we couldn't say it, Sif.
You don't respond. Stars. So the king is from that country as well. The country no one can remember. Your country. The country you were born in, raised in, spent your entire childhood in. And yet, even now, thinking about it, what it may have looked like, you can't even imagine it. For a long time now, you haven't been able to remember anything about it. You forget it even exists half the time. Anything linked to that country has just stopped existing for you. Your childhood, your parents, your life, your language, your culture, your faith, the stars, the constellations, the universe. It's all gone. Forgotten. The king. He was from there, you're sure of it. And then something happened, and the country disappeared without a trace, unable to be remembered by anyone. No one can remember what made everyone forget about its very existence. But something must have, right? But if it happened, if he's so attached to it, he asks you if you remember it every single time you see him. If he's so attached to that country, why would he be so obsessed with Vaugarde then? Why would he decide to freeze it all in time? You can't figure it out quite yet, but there must be something somewhere. Something that's similar to his goal. Okay, so that hint there, I'm stumped. I'm a little stumped about it. Because, oh gosh, think a moment. So, what is similar to his goal about preserving things in time forever? What is it? He wants to... Okay, his purpose in freezing Vaugarde is because it's a perfect country. So that everything is so beautiful, it needs to be immortalized. Oh God, I'm not sure. I fear that I don't quite have the clue for it right now. Oh, jeez. Broken, broken, broken. So that's what we're saying about the Augur statues now. It's 2 sweet tonics, give them to Bonnie. I mean, the next thing we can do is loop back, or, well, actually, no. It may not be, it may be best to not loop for this point. I'm a little uncertain. Well, no. We keep the knowledge that we gain. We keep the knowledge that we gain so that when we look at Mirabelle's statue of Augra, is that we know, is that we're able to look at it a little bit closer. So thank you, Despora. We're just gonna try to get rid of you as quickly as possible. So we've got that, at least to look forward to. The problem is, though, is I'm not sure if there's anything else we can do, because I'm still stumped. I'm stumped about, like, what else I'm supposed to be looking into for that. Let's get this jackpot going. This might mean that we actually have extra things that we can ask the king, though. Your best 51. Hooray. But it shouldn't be too much trouble to get up to the top. Oh wait, no, let's not reach towards the light. Everyone was healed. Oh wait, at least that. Well, yeah, we're at slightly higher, so why not just save the progress right now?